movie. We all know he's one of the funniest men of all time, but he has proven himself to be one of the best actors of his generation. Please welcome Adam Sandler.
Hey, that's really nice. Nice to see you guys. What a night. Friday night. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Did you see the Matrix down there?
That's very nice. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. But hey, guys, thanks for coming out. I hope you like that movie. That's a good
We
one.
loved
Hold
it.
on back.
Fantastic movie. Oh, that's so cute.
The kids.
Aww.
You put the kids on the phone, guys. You have to or they yell at you.
Well, thank you so much for being here. Congratulations on another great movie.
Yeah.
This is on your fellow SAG after actor.
Love you all.
Yeah.
We're all in it together. Thanks for showing your support to this movie. That was very cool. You guys could have stayed home and you did this.
I mean, I said from the beginning, this SAG is going to love this movie because
Yeah.
they've been Jays, they've been Timothy's.
Sure.
They've been Ron's probably.
They know Ron's. Yeah. But yeah, I'm sure you all had some good audition moments where you walk in and see somebody who looks just like you. And you say, I know that guy's better than me. That always happened to me every time. Were you good at audition? I was terrible at audition. I'd always get terrified. Walk in, I get intimidated by everybody I saw. Unless I walked into the room and saw Rob Schneider. And I thought, I was like, I got that guy. No, that's not true.
I was actually going to ask because there's one of the most horrifying scenes of the year in cinema is that audition scene.
Yes.
Where Timothy loses a part.
Yeah.
What was your experience like? Did you have those nightmare auditions starting out?
I never got anything. I always went in and auditioned and I thought I did well and came back and my agent, remember one time I thought I did great and I said to my agent, I did really good. You got to check in on them. I kept saying, did I get it or not? And he was like, we got to wait for the call. And then by the end of the day, I said, will you call them, man? I'm telling you, I nailed it. And then this is when I was like 20 or something. And then he called me up and I said, you talked to me? He goes, I did. And I said, and he's like, he said, your eyes are too close. I was like, what? Anyways, that one hurt. I shook it off though. You gotta shake those moments off, everybody.
I was going to say you immediately had surgery.
I didn't know you could do that. I just stuck with it. Same face.
I love this movie, and I know you've worked with Noah Baumbach before on the Meyerowitz stories.
Yes.
You wrote the role of Ron, the only person who loves it. You wrote the role of Ron with you in mind.
Yeah.
At what point did he reach out and tell you, he was thinking about this, or did he wait until he had a script and present that to you?
He told me he was doing it. I did a movie, The Meyerowitz Stories, with Noah. The Meyerowitz Stories with Noah. Let's go one more time. I did a movie, The Meyerowitz Stories. Thank you. Me too. I felt that. Same way. No, but I got very close with Noah, and he's a genius of a guy, and I love him. And we had many nice hangs, and his family and my family became very friendly, the kids and stuff. And then he did Marriage Story. He did some good movies after Meyerowitz, and I missed him. And I kept saying, man, I missed that guy. It was so much fun on the set. And then he called up and said, hey, I'm putting together one right now. I have a part here that I'm writing. Like a year and a half before he gave it to me, but I remember in the back of my head, I kept going, oh, Noah's got something cool coming. And then I read it, and I thought it was a beautiful script, and he told me Clooney was playing Jay Kelly, and I just loved it. Got very excited.
Did you demand Clooney do a chemistry read with you?
Yeah. He said no.
Because Noah has been clear that this is an Adam Sandler movie that George Clooney happens to be in.
Oh yeah. No, that Clooney is fantastic. I gotta say, I knew Clooney a little bit. I knew him just saying hello, and he hosted Saturday Night Live, and I loved him, and we played basketball, and all us guys got to know him, and we loved him. But I would just see him around and say hi, that kind that stuff. And actually, I had dinner at his house. Jennifer Aniston and I had dinner with him when we were shooting the movie in Italy, and he's the king of Italy.
Yes.
And so he invited us over. We had pizza, and I think Bono was there. It was kind of a cool night.
As you do.
As you do, as one does. You sit next to Bono and you stare too long. But then we did this movie together, and my character and his character are very close, and we really hung out a lot, and I got to know him as a person. He's just such a nice, smart guy, knows a lot about so many different things, and he's very caring and giving, and just went out of his way. Every day something was about you. He doesn't like talking about himself much. He doesn't like compliments. You tell him, you do a scene, when you have a scene partner and you do a good scene together, and Noah would call cut, and I'd go to tell him how great he was. I'd be like, holy shit, man. He'd be like, you were great. And this guy, he never fucking let you get one nice word in to him. He's just all about everyone else. I love that guy.
When you hear this movie is set in the world of Hollywood and you're playing a manager, I think people might have certain ideas of tropes that are going to be in this film, and I love how it avoids easy cliches, and I love what a great, decent person Ron is. What was sort of your response to reading the screenplay? Because, my God.
I liked a lot of the stuff it talked about. I liked the cheesecake thing made me laugh. And I've had moments like that as a guy who's been doing stuff for a long time. I show up. Well, apparently my cheesecake thing was air conditioning. One time, like 30 years ago or something, I was on I think I came to the set and it was hot. And I was in a bad mood, and I went, how fucking hot does it have to be? I had one of those moments. I screamed, how fucking hot is it gotta be in this fucking room? And they were like, oh, you think we should cool it down? I go, always cool it down. Or some stupid shit like that. Literally, every set I walk onto now, I'm like, it's fucking 42 degrees, man. You wanted that. I said it one time, man. But anyway.
I was wondering, it was so cold in here.
Is it cold in here tonight?
Freezing!
I demanded that. No.
You have played such a variety of roles, but I think Ron is so unique, and I think it would be a real challenge because he keeps his emotions suppressed to some degree, but he's just, I just keep using the word decent, and to be honest, that can be a hard thing to keep interesting. Is that a challenging thing as an actor?
I mean, it was kind of a guy, just like a guy who lived for somebody else, I felt it was easy. It was really nice. Noah wrote Chris and Emily, they wrote the script that just when I read it, every line made sense, and I felt, really at ease trying to look after Jay Kelly and make sure he's happy. And as an artist, anybody who does what we do when you're acting, the best place and the most creative you can be is when you're feeling centered and just able to only think about performing and the role you're doing and blocking out outside noise and stuff. So my guys who work with me, and they always try to let me just act, and that's and not worry about some other stuff going on. And I just felt comfortable doing that for Clooney.
I mean, I don't know, are you the kind of actor who takes your work home with you? Because I know it's acting, but also your body doesn't always know when you're putting it through stress. And I just think playing Ron would be like kind of a happier place to be. Like if you like the guy in Uncut Gems, my God, I would love to go home to him.
Thank you so much. Let's go. Say it one more time just to get a better reaction. Oh, you guys saw that. Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
The Safdie brothers, Uncut Gems.
Yes, those two
You
guys.
broke them. They stopped working together after that.
No. They'll be back. They're both doing great work. Both their movies are awesome. Both their movies are incredible. Benny and Josh are two great men, and they're gonna do so many great things. And I love them both. But no, when you come home at night, some nights I think to me, I don't have a hard time, dropping a character character or anything, but I do come home wanting to make sure I did the best I could do that day. There's a day on the set where I come home and I say, God damn, I should have done this, or I should have thought that. That'll eat me up. That makes me stay up all night long and get pissed at myself. But being this guy was nice. I love being Ron. I love being someone who cares about other people. And yeah, I mean, Noah always talks about, he says, I thought of you and the way you are when I was writing this, and I think like Ron's nicer than me in real life. Whenever he says that, my wife's in the room, she's like, well, I don't know about that.
This does have an amazing cast. Your daughter Sadie's in it.
Yeah, she plays my daughter, and she's on the tennis court, and we had a ball. But actually, it was written in the movie that we had the tennis, like in the first 15 minutes of the movie, my daughter and I are playing tennis, and it gets interrupted by Jay Kelly, and then my daughter stopped playing tennis a few years ago. So when this all took place, we were like, well, we're back to playing tennis. So like there's not any tennis. I think she only serves once, but we played every Saturday and Sunday, for 2 hours every Saturday and Wednesday nights, and I was like so excited that I was playing tennis with my kid again. So I thank Noah for that. Man, that was fun.
I mean, both your daughters are really talented, but acting is a tough business. Like, how did you feel when you knew they wanted to pursue that?
Just like everybody here, your acting you can't help it. If you want to do it, it's not going to stop. These two kids grew up coming to my sets and watching it and being around comedians all the time and actors, and every meal was with either our family or friends who came over. Almost everybody were actors or comedians, so that was kind of how they heard about things and talked about things, and they were in all my movies growing up, and then they started saying, I mean, they don't want to do exactly what they don't want to jump into being stand-up comedians. They want to just do their own thing and their own kind of style. Even the two kids think differently about what type of stuff they want to do, but they, just like you guys, they're kind of obsessed with it.
I'm actually curious about that because I don't know if you started off wanting to be an actor or if it was stand-up that kind of led to acting, and there's really no way to ask this, but how did you get so good? Did you study?
I studied at NYU. I studied at Strasbourg when I was 17. Yeah, that was good. I did.